What would you do if you just found out your best friend of 5 years was stealing from you? Because I just found out that my best friend of 5 years was stealing from me, and I honestly don't know what to do. So let's rewind and start from the beginning, because this is actually insane to me, and that is why I haven't posted in about 5 days, because I have been dealing with this drama for the same amount of time that I haven't been posting. Dude, we're gonna call this girl Bella. Wait, I actually have two really good friends named Bella who didn't do this, so we're gonna call this girl Stacy. So also, excuse the chocolate on my face, I literally just had pie bowls, but I have been friends with Stacy since, like I said, 5 years. So I've been friends with her since 8th grade. So me and Stella became really close really quick. We don't go to the same school or anything, but we met through mutual friends, and we have been really good friends, or so I thought, ever since. Me and this girl, like, we have been friends, and like I was always there for her. Like, I haven't been anything but a good friend to this girl. Like, I'm always there for her. Like, anytime she ever needed me to spot her on something, like I was always there. Like, literally just always there for her. And like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys like she never did anything for me, but, and like, this isn't a comparison because we're friends, and I didn't expect her to ever like do anything back. Like, I did stuff not expecting anything in return, but I did start to notice that every time I did do something for her, or like spot her, like even like $1, she would never say thank you or anything. She would take it as if I should be the one like paying for her and all that stuff. And there are so many stories about this girl. Like, one time we were both getting something to eat, and she's the one who planned like the dinner and everything, and she reserved a spot. But once we got there, she claimed that she had forgot her wallet, and I remember seeing it in her car because she picked me up and took me there because she's the one who planned the date and everything, and I didn't have my license at that point. And I remember telling her like, oh, I thought I saw it in your car, like, do you want me to run out and grab it for you? Because I had already put my share of the bill on in the table on the check. And she was like, no, like, I know for sure that I left it at my house. Like, I swear on everything, it's in my house. So do you mind just spotting me, and I'll pay back later? So obviously I said yes. And later when I asked her like, hey, like, is everything going okay with like the PayPal, like insinuating that like to pay me back and everything, because usually we would like pay each other back through PayPal, she was like, oh, like, what do you mean? And I just wasn't about to push her at that point, because like I knew she knew what I meant, but like I just didn't like say anything, because I'm just like, oh, like, I guess you just didn't want to pay me back. So fast forward, when I found out that she was stealing from me was when I was on TikTok. But let's just go back a second. I just remembered this. During like the months that I found out that she was stealing from me, which we'll get into later, I was actually starting to notice some of my stuff missing. Like, I thought that I just misplaced it in the laundry, because I, like, before, like, me and her had been friends, like, I also noticed some of my stuff missing, and, like, I would find it, like, a couple months later, so I was just like, all right, like, I just lost my favorite sweatshirt, whatever, I'll find it later. And y'all, I'm already at 3 minutes. I'm about to film part 2, so go to part 2 now. Love you guys. Bye!
My boyfriend has been cheating on me for 2 years, and this is how I found out. For all the girls that pride themselves like I did on not going through their boyfriend's phones, this is for you. I've been with my boyfriend for 8 years, and for those 8 years, I've never gone through his phone, and it's something that I've been, very adamant about. However, if I had gone through his phone, I wouldn't have lost 2 years of my life. Actually 8, because it's the whole relationship, but 2, because I found out that he's been cheating on me for 2 years. It really is that damn phone, because I found this out in the weirdest way. So my boyfriend bought a new phone, and he lost all of his contacts. So he asked me to text him so that he could save my phone number, so I did. So we're driving to my house, and I text him, hey sexy, what's up? He responds. I thought that this was weird, but like sometimes he's into weird shit. He actually texts and drives, but he texts saying, hey, can't talk right now. And I thought, okay, like he's just kidding. Hey, can't talk right now, I'll text you in 5. That's what he says, and I interpret it as a joke, because how can it not be a joke? As soon as we get home, he immediately runs to the bathroom, and my phone lights up. He's texting me saying, so, hey, what's up? So I reply, not much. You? He says, super horny. Want to meet up tonight? And I replied to him again. At this point, like, we've been together for 8 years, so I was like, there's no way this guy is actually cheating on me. And it never crossed my mind. Like I said, I trusted this guy. So I just thought, he was being funny. And I was like, why later? Why not right now? I'm horny too. And he responds, okay, we'll try to make it ASAP. Cool? Okay, cool. Then he comes out of the bathroom moments later, and I'm like prepared to be like, what is up with this? Like, are you for real? Do you want to like go to bed or something? Before I have time to say whatever, he immediately goes, hey, so I'm not feeling too good. I think I'm gonna head home. And this is where my jaw drops. He goes, oh, and by the way, can you actually text me so I can save your phone number? You haven't texted me yet. Who are you texting in the bathroom? I turned to him and I'm like, you're kidding, right? You have to be kidding me. Like, you cannot be for real. Like, who were you texting in the bathroom then if it wasn't me? He just says, oh, shit. He came clean about everything. I didn't really have to try that hard. He just told me he's been with someone else for 2 years. I don't know which one of you I like more. That's why I never said anything. She doesn't know either. I'm like, what the fuck? He looked and sounded like a robot, and I couldn't really believe it. And he still says, like, I don't know which one of you I like more. Oh, but yeah, go through your boyfriend's phones. Go through your boyfriend's phones. I'm telling you right now, go. This is your sign. Because I was stupid. I didn't. And I regret it. Because, like I said, this would have saved me years of my life. So, yeah.
Story time about the girl who literally wanted to be me. Okay, so I met this girl in my accounting class in college last semester, and we're gonna call her Wanna Be Me because that bitch just really wanted to be me. Obviously, since we sat right next to each other, we're gonna start talking, you know what I mean? Like, the first interaction we ever had, she complimented on my shoes, but it wasn't really a compliment. It was more of like, oh, like, what shoes are those? Those look weird. They were literally just like Mason Margiela tabby flats. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna insert a photo here, but like, no one is fashionable in my college, okay? So I already knew people were like, oh, like, why the fuck is she wearing that? Like, oh, those are weird shoes and shit like that. I already got comments like that already. Demonic. Those look demonic. That's what she said, right? And I just told her, like, no, I'm like into fashion. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with that. He's a designer. Like, kind of telling me her life story, and she would ask me questions about myself. And I told her that I was engaged and have a fiance. Fat ass rock on my finger, period. And you want to know immediately what she asked? Oh, how do you know that he's not gonna cheat on you? What the fuck do you mean? Girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, who fucking says that after you tell them that you're engaged? Like, hater. And then she was like, oh, I meant like, oh, like, you guys are so young. Like, how do you know that's who you want to be with? It's just like, girl, like, you're rude as fuck. I would have never said that to my fucking enemy. And then obviously I knew that she had like a man that she was with for like over 5 years. And she started saying stuff like, oh, like, I don't want a ring. Like, me and him, like, our love is too strong. Like, we don't even need a ring. Like, trying to subtly shade me. Girl, what? I already thought that was weird, but I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm just not gonna be close with her. But she asked for my Instagram, and obviously I gave it to her, and then we kind of like left because class ended, you know what I mean? She was following me and I followed her back, obviously, because we're just acquaintance. Like, I'm just not going to be close with you because you kind of giving me red flags right now. Like, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good off that. So please tell me why she follows me. And then a week later, like, everything's good. Like, we still talk, but it's very like surface level. Like, it's not nothing too deep. We just talk about homework and like the assignments and shit like that. Please tell me why a week later she comes in with the same tabby shoes that I was wearing the first day, okay? The thing that got me is that same day that she wore those tabby shoes, she literally copied one of my Instagram outfits. Like, girl, I'm not even talking about, oh, she was wearing the same mini skirt and a, like, kind of the same top. No, I'm talking about she literally copied it from the T. And I was like thinking to myself, like, this girl basically copied my whole swag. And the kicker to it is, the first thing that she said to me was like, oh, like, look, he got me like a promise ring. Girl, what? Who are you competing with? Who are you? You're not competing. Girl, are you in your head competing with me? The fuck are you talking about? We started having a conversation and she was like, oh, where do you think you want to have your wedding like done and shit like that? And I was just like, oh, I really want to go to Italy to have it done. I visited Italy like one time and I just thought it was so beautiful and I love Lake Como. Like, it's just such a I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm a Star Wars whole. Okay. And then she was like, no way, I want my wedding in Italy. Like, I want it done in Italy. The shit that she said that really pissed me off was her being like, oh, well, let's see who gets the wedding first in Italy. Like, if this shit was a fucking race, girl, I don't know you. Why are you secretly competing with me? Girl, what? I asked her about the shoes and I was like, oh, I thought those shoes were demonic. Like, why are you wearing them now? I thought you hated them. She literally said verbatim, oh, I seen you wear them, but like, I feel like I look better in them. Girl, what? The thing is with this girl is everything that she says that's rude, she has a smile on her face. She kind of acts like she's being nice, but she'll say the most condescending, rude ass shit ever. And I kind of distanced myself from her and like never spoke to her ever again. So, and if you find yourself around a girl that's like this, babes, please run away, far away from her, because she's literally competing with you. Okay, this is the finished makeup routine. I did just post an in-depth makeup tutorial on YouTube, so please go subscribe. The link is in the bio. I will be posting more videos on YouTube as well. As always, I love you guys so much.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play.
I've never been in a fight, but there was this one bitch that she almost caught these hands, bro. I'm really the type of person where, like, if we have issues, the way I'm gonna hurt you is with my words. And I do, in fact, talk a lot of shit. And I'm kind of surprised that nobody has swung on me yet. And when that happens, don't worry. I'm gonna defend myself. But it hasn't happened yet. So, but sometimes you come across people that will just push your buttons a little too fucking far, and you just feel like that, like, you don't have any choice but to want to swing on the bitch. So a couple years ago, I had joined this new friend group, and to be honest, this one bitch, we were cool at first. I thought everything was okay, but I could tell in the back of my mind, like, oh, she does not fuck with me, because I'm pretty good at reading people, you know? For some reason, she had to make it everybody's issue about her being insecure. So she was constantly in competition with basically any fucking female that breathed, and for some reason she chose me to be her main victim. The first time that she had an issue with me was because she liked this guy, and it turned out, even though he had a girlfriend, he liked me. And she was not feeling that. Mind you, I did not want this man. I actually turned this man down. She still had to make it an issue. Like, I'm so sorry that you're mad at me because the guy you want wants me. That has nothing to do with me. That is not my issue. That is not a valid reason not to like me. There was this one guy who had gotten introduced to the friend group, and she was obsessed with this guy. And let's be honest, he was way out of her league. Before they even started talking or anything, she made it clear to everybody, oh, that's my man. You're not allowed to look at my man, blah, 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 blah. Girl, he didn't even want you. He did not want you. He wanted your friend at the time, so I'm not understanding. Anyways, at some point, him and her start dating, right? But he made it very clear to everybody except for her that he didn't want her. He was just with her because of the benefits of being with her. And for some reason, she thought that I wanted her man so bad. When in reality, I wanted nothing to do with him like that. We were cool, we were friends. He would come to me complaining about her and telling me all the shit she would say about me, but I'm the problem. Girl. This girl also really loved spreading lies and rumors about me, which was really weird. And she would do this thing where, like, she would, like, take pictures of me or, like, screenshot or take video recordings of my TikToks or anything that I post just to, like, make fun of me. And it's like, you're such a fucking, like, mean girl ass bitch. Like, the thing is, she thought I didn't know about it, but, like, all of her little friends would, like, snitch on her all the time. So she also literally tried turning everybody against me, which kind of backfired. In reality, when everything was happening, most people were on my side because most people realized, like, damn, like, that girl is just a weirdo who hates Paris for no fucking reason. Remember a few months ago when I was in some internet drama, this bitch, I was looking through my block list because I had blocked a lot of people. And I came across her name because I had this bitch blocked because she was just, like, obsessed with me. And I remember she changed her profile picture to the other person. You trying to insert yourself into my drama that has nothing to do with you? Like, you're so weird. And then in the midst of all of this happening, I remember there was this account that was made trying to expose me for, like, work drama and, like, other stuff in my personal life. It exposed my fucking phone number, just weird shit. I know she was behind it because there's this one picture that showed my, like, job description or whatever, and she's the only person that would have that. So I know she gave it to the, you're weird. Honestly, after that happened, I was just kind of like, yeah, like, when I see this bitch, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of her, but I contained myself. It's funny because I recently unblocked her so she can see how well I'm doing. We just hit 600K. I love y'all so much. Like, this is crazy to me. And bitch, we only go enough for here. So I need her to see my success while she's over there miserable with a guy who wants nothing to do with her and cheats on her every 5 seconds. So, yeah.
Breaking news. The future is here, and it looks
Bright.
Get ready with me with no voice. Okay, first, ignore my hair. I just curled it and they're really tight and I have to let them cool and then I'm gonna brush them out, but I put them back in clips, so it's really big right now. Anyways, so I just made a get ready with me of me like curling my hair, telling the story of how I lost my voice, and my voice like right now at this moment is like there, kind of. It's just like difficult to talk and I'm probably straining it really bad right now. But if you heard me 2 hours ago, it was completely gone. Like completely gone. But I took like a nap and had tea and stuff. See, I already gave the story time on that, so we're gonna have to find something else to talk about. But I'm doing my makeup to go to dinner with my boyfriend and his family. One thing I do want to talk about, and I know I'm not the only one struggling with, is looking really pale in the winter. Like, the UV during the summer was so good. It was like a million. And I love the cold weather, like, not like super cold weather, but right now it's like kind of in like the 60s, like kind of 70s here, which that I enjoy. So like I wish it could be that temperature all year round, but I look tan. But that's not the case. Like you can't have two things that you love, I guess. Like that's how it always is. Like I love being tan, but I love the like cold because my hair looks better, like it doesn't get frizzy. Like everything is just better in the winter except for the color of my skin. And there's literally no other way. Well, okay, that's not true. I've tried like self-tanners. No. I'm not saying they don't work, but they make me orange and splotchy, and I'm too scared. Like, I've, like, seen so many self-tanner, like, recommendations, but I'm, like, too scared to try them. But at some point, I'm probably gonna, because I cannot look this pale the whole winter, and there's gonna be no more UV until, like, next March. Also, guys, I'm out of my e.l.f. primer, and I love it. There's also tanning beds, which a couple of my friends do, but I was watching TikToks about tanning beds because I was like, maybe I should give it a try, even though I know they're dangerous. Like, maybe they're not that bad, like, a couple times. And I was watching videos, and they actually are very dangerous. And literally every single comment has said, like, I'm 40 now, and I look like leather because I did them in my 20s. Like, even if you look fine after doing tanning beds now, like, they will have an effect on you in the future and how you, like, age. And I'm trying to age good here. I'm so happy I got a new e.l.f. Halo Glow, and it's, like, clean. My other one is a mess. All my makeup is crusty. Like, my friend was here, and she was using my makeup, and she was like, this is the crustiest makeup I've ever seen. Like, I don't use this one. And there's makeup all over it, and I don't use it. It's just because it's next to my other makeup. Anyway, so yeah. Also, I'm not saying tanning beds don't work, but, like, I feel like you do kind of have to go to a lot of sessions to get, like, that really good tan that you want, that I feel like I would get in, like, sitting in the sun for an hour, you know? So, like, I just don't think a tanning bed is worth it. Like, I don't think the whole thing is, like, worth it. Like, you need multiple sessions to get tan, and it's bad for you, and you're gonna age terrible. So, like, no hate to my friends that do it, but I don't want to. And, like, I don't really know any other ways. I mean, I'm sure there's many other ways, but I don't know. The easiest way is just lay in the sun for an hour with a good UV. And I can't do that now till summer. I love how that's, like, my biggest struggle. I'm so mad right now. I wanted to use my Say, like, glowy stuff, like the bronzing drops, and I literally forgot to. I'm so mad. So I think the moral of the story is I just have to accept that I'm going to be pale for many months. And I'm going to continue to use my summer shades because I'd rather have, like, an orange face and, like, a pale body than a pale face and a pale body. Like, they both can't be pale. Like, I literally walked into school the other day and my friend was like, you look orange. And I was like, I know, that's the point. Guys, I literally love this blush so much. Like, I swear by it. This is in, like, the shade Ruby Glow. And I've been using it for months. And I'm not even close to running out. Like, this, like, rolls out more. And it's so, like, amazing. I love it. I love those products that are so good, so cheap, and they don't run out. Okay, the Pixie actually blush is not that cheap. But you know what it is? The NYX Wonder Stick. I've talked about this. I don't even know how many times. But, like, a lot of times. It's so good. It comes with highlighter and bronzer. Or, like, contour. I don't know. And they're both good. And I've had this for, like, 2 years. And I know it's probably expired. But, like, to me, makeup doesn't expire. Like, personally, I don't care if it's 10 years expired. I have a nudge left. But I've had this for, like, 2 years, so. And I don't know how much it is, but, like, I'm gonna guess, like, maybe $5 at, like, Target. And, like, nowadays, that is very cheap for makeup. I actually also have the Patrick Ta bronzer, which my friend bought for me because I would never. And it's good. I'm not saying it's not good. I actually use it. But I just think this one's better, and it's, like, $5. And it's easier to apply. It's, like, just everything's better about it. But I still love my pot check top, but it got really dirty. Like the rest of my makeup. Literally on my phone right now, on like the record button that I keep pressing on and off, it's dirty and covered in makeup because my hands have so much makeup on them. This brush was white before. It was white. Guys, can you please recommend cheap setting powders that actually work? Because this Sephora one I've had for a while, and it's cheap, but it mattifies my makeup, but I realize it actually doesn't work. It doesn't, like, set my makeup. Like, my makeup is off by the end of the day. And I am going to buy more setting spray. But anyway, guys, can you please recommend cheap powders that are really good? I'm going to finish up my makeup and end the video because it's already been, like, 6 minutes, and I'm just yapping, and I'm not even done. So I'll be back in 1 sec. Okay, guys, my makeup is hair. Whoa, my makeup and hair is done. That was literally 1 second for you, but that took me like 20 minutes. So yeah, bye guys.